Someone got their basic bitch starter pack in, and it's not even turned the right way. Cool. Hey guys. Alright, let's talk. A lot of you guys are not super happy about the way my channel's been going, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that happy either. I feel like I've been wanting to do more, but every time I actually like do something on this channel, it's not like quite how I wanted to do it, and therefore it's like mediocre as fuck. I think because of that, I have just been slacking overall on this channel, on my beauty channel. I've just been fucking slacking. It's sad. But here's where you can help me out. Tell me what you guys want to see on this channel and be honest with me, and don't just say story times. Do you want a bitch to run out of stories? You want me to not have any more stories to tell? Because that's what's gonna happen. I actually do have a lot of story times because since I haven't done story times in so long, I have a lot coming up. I don't want to bunch them all together because then, I mean, they just go too quickly. And I know that's what you guys love, but I can also do other things. I have other talent. That's why I actually did a poll on Twitter asking you guys what you wanted this video to be. And I gave you two options. That was either a conspiracy theory video or how I met my boyfriend. And you guys chose how I met my boyfriend. I kind of saw that one coming. So if you guys want to become more involved on what kind of content you're seeing, please follow me on Twitter, answer my polls, give me some guidance. That was a very confusing intro. Okay, let's get on with the video. So this video, I feel like is gonna get hate right off the bat. I feel like people are gonna think I'm trying to exploit my relationship, and that's why I'm making this video. On my beauty channel, I did a get ready with me video, which I can link down below if you want to see that. And in that get ready with me video, I did let you guys know that I was seeing someone, but I didn't say he was my boyfriend, and I didn't say too much. And I kept saying in that video that I didn't want to reveal too much about him. And I was being honest, like I didn't want to just say a bunch of things about him yet. And then I posted pictures on Instagram of us. If you wanted to see my Instagram, fucking click the links down below. But then I started posting pictures on Instagram with this guy, and people kind of got on my ass and they're like, oh, I thought you didn't want to say too much about him, ha ha ha. Can't wait to see the story time, ha ha ha. Like, listen, bitch. No, you're not a bitch. I love you. But, I mean, listen, bitch. I figured that's what I needed to tell this story. Because part of me feels like I owe it to you guys after letting you in on my dating life, because I have recently let you guys in on my dating life. I feel like I owe it to you to explain why the fuck all of a sudden I'm not single and I have a boyfriend and I'm like in love and shit. And, you know, I gotta explain it. So this video is gonna be an explanation of how we met. And it's also gonna be an explanation of how I wanna move forward with my relationship and how public I'm gonna be, and just kind of setting those boundaries with you guys and being honest with you guys. I am not only a YouTuber, I've said this a billion times, I'm also a YouTube follower. I am a consumer on YouTube as well. I love watching YouTubers. I love knowing about their life. I love keeping up with people, and so I could see why you guys would be curious about my love life or whatever, and so I want to give you as much as I feel comfortable giving you in this moment. So, okay, let's see. Where do I start? Number one, I want to address the people who say that I'm kind of exploiting this relationship, or that I should have kept it a secret, that I shouldn't post pictures on Instagram with him. Listen, the last time that I posted pictures openly saying that I was dating someone was when I was dating Curtis Lepore. If you don't know about that, you can figure all that shit out by yourself. But that was a very public relationship. That was something that I would say was exploited, whether it was intentional or not. But that was the last time that I ever posted pictures openly stating that I was dating someone, and that was 4 years ago. So for those of you that say that I'm exploiting something, you need to realize that I haven't posted pictures with someone that I'm dating in 4 years. If I had posted it, they were not obvious. They were just like in a group of people that we were with. Like, I have never posted pictures like, this is my boyfriend and we're together. That hasn't happened in 4 years. So maybe that can help you put it into perspective how much this must mean to me and how sure I am about this person in my life. But let me get into why I'm putting these pictures on Instagram. For those of you that say I should keep my love life private, I shouldn't make videos like this, I shouldn't put pictures on Instagram, that's stupid. I understand that I am someone who people follow on the internet. I am aware of that. I'm also aware that a new relationship is a lot of pressure regardless, and adding pressure to that is detrimental most of the time. I get it. I don't tag him in pictures. Some people have found him because you guys are seriously, you guys are good. But I don't tag him. I have no interest in exploiting our relationship, but I do care so much about this person. And when we travel or we do things together and we have a cute picture, or I just want to post a picture with my boyfriend, then that's what I want to do. It's nothing crazy. I'm not trying to get a rise out of people. I'm not trying to get attention from it. I care so much about this person, and I would like to sometimes express that on the internet like most people do in their normal life. Let me just get into how him and I met, and maybe it'll put into perspective why this person is not another Storytime douchebag that I'm dating. So him and I met 2 days before I was moving to Miami from Los Angeles. I've lived in Los Angeles 2 years, and I meet him 2 days before I leave. Fucking life. This whole story sounds like a romantic comedy, so if you're not into that shit, you could just fucking leave now. But you know what? I watched enough romantic comedies and I guess it just came true. So 2 days before I leave to Miami, we have my cousin's birthday dinner, and my brother wanted to go out after that. He had planned with his friends that we were all gonna go out, and I've been doing this thing lately because I'm so tired of flaking out on people. I'm just a person that says yes, and then when the date comes, I just don't want to go so bad. Like so bad. And so in an effort to stop being such a flaky croissant, I've started telling people like, okay, I want to come, but there's a chance I might not come, okay? Okay. And so that's what I did. I said yes, obviously, to my cousin's birthday dinner. I was 100% gonna be there, but as for going out afterwards, I was gonna see how I felt. I wanted to go, but I wasn't sure. So we go to my cousin's birthday dinner, and then after that, I wanted to go have a drink with my brother, and we were in Santa Monica, California, and we went into a bar, and then we were like, ugh, I don't like this bar, it's too packed, and so we left the bar and we walked around to try and find another bar to just drink at. I'm not someone that likes to drink at crowded bars. I would rather find a restaurant that just has alcohol and just like sit at a table and relax. I don't like to fucking have to go crazy to get a drink. So we were looking around for a restaurant or a bar, anything that just seemed like calm enough where we can just sit and talk and have drinks. And we ended up at this restaurant after like walking past like 7 bars, and we almost went into like 5 of them, but we just didn't. We ended up at this one bar. And no, that's not where my boyfriend was. The story gets better. Just fucking listen. Stop trying to assume. Basically, we went into this bar and I saw the first drink on the menu was called Dealer's Choice. Basically what it is you just tell the waiter what kind of liquor you want, and they make you whatever drink they feel like making you, and then you have to drink it. And I was like, oh, that's fun. Fuck it, let's do it. And that's normally something I would never do because I'm very particular about my alcohol. I don't like fruity drinks. I don't like weird tasting drinks. I just like drinks. So we order our drink, and when it came, we tasted it, and it was amazing. It was so delicious. It was not something I would have ever ordered, but it was delicious. And so I told my brother, I'm like, why don't we have a yes man night? And for those of you that don't know what a yes man night is, it's basically just, I mean, I don't even know if that's a real thing, but there's a movie with Jim Carrey. It's called Yes Man, and basically he just has to say yes to everything. And so I thought, why don't we have a night where we have to say yes to everything? And my brother was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay. We decided that we would have a yes man night, but we couldn't do anything that was like painfully embarrassing or like would like scar us for life. Other than that, we had to say yes to everything. So we get another of the Dealer's Choice drinks, and all of it was amazing, and we started getting tipsy, and then my brother tells me we're gonna go to a karaoke bar that our friend works at, and we're gonna sing Summer Nights. If you guys don't know the song Summer Nights, it's the one that goes, summer lovin', have me a blast. And that song traumatized me. I love my father. He's probably watching this right now. Hello, father. But my dad has always made karaoke into like a strict competition. Karaoke was never fun. Karaoke was always something that he was very critical of ever since we were a kid. If we would perform, he would critique us afterwards. He would tell us what he thought we should have done differently, what song we should have done. It was intense. So not only am I traumatized by karaoke, but the actual song Summer Nights, I sang with my dad when I was like 9 or 10 years old on a cruise ship. And I guess I wasn't projecting as loud as he wanted me to. And in the middle of the fucking song, while I'm singing with my little voice, because I was just a little girl, my dad says, sing, Jessica, sing! On the, oh my God, on the fucking microphone. What the fuck? And so I've been traumatized for life, and I never sang that song again. If I ever sang karaoke, I would be like super nervous about it, and I definitely never touched that song. So he says we're gonna go to our friend's karaoke bar, and then we're gonna sing Summer Nights. And I was like, oh, this whole thing was a bad idea. Anyway, long story short, because this story could be like so long-winded if I make it that way, we go to the karaoke bar and we sing Summer Nights, and it is the most freeing, amazing, epic experience of my entire life. I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to sound dramatic. I know people are probably like, okay, it probably wasn't that serious. It was that serious. I just felt like so freed from something that had like, you don't even know. It's weighing me down all these years and I didn't even know it. So whatever, we sing Summer Nights and then we leave, and he's like, we're going out. And I was like, oh shit, I'm tired. I'm a person that gets tired like really easily, especially if I'm drinking, but you know what? The yes man vibes kept me up, and I was like, okay, all right, let's go. So we go to West Hollywood, and if you don't know, West Hollywood has an entire strip of just gay bars and gay clubs. The only thing about me going to gay clubs is like I have to mentally prepare myself that I'm not gonna meet anyone else. It's not that straight guys don't go to gay clubs, it's just like not as many straight guys go to gay clubs as gay guys go to gay clubs, you know? I just wasn't expecting to meet anybody. And so every time I go to a gay club, it's like a freeing experience because it's like you don't have to worry about how you look, you don't have to worry about how you're dancing, you're just there to have a fucking good time. And honestly, it's a little bit more fun than a straight club for me because you just don't have that worry of like, oh, creepy guys, or it's just like a fun environment. So we go to this place called the Chapel, which is right next to the Abbey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that makes no sense. We get there, we meet with our friends, it was fun, but after about like 30 minutes, I was like, can we please go? And you know, of course, my brother was like, nope, we can't leave, because otherwise I would have definitely taken an Uber and left on my own and then just met him at home. I always do that. I'm the person that leaves fucking earlier than anyone. But since it was a yes man night, I was like, okay, all right, I guess. I started like sitting down. I was just so like not having it. And I also was like a little bit like chocolate wasted. Like I was fucked up. And then my brother tells me, let's go dance. And so we go in the middle of the dance floor, which was fucking packed with people. And in the middle of everyone, we're just fucking dancing like nobody's watching. It was like straight out of a movie. It was the best night I have ever had in Los Angeles, ever. So we're dancing, having a great time. But after we were done dancing, I was really fucking tired. I mean, I was tired before, but I was like really fucking tired. But I was hanging in there. My brother didn't want to leave yet, and I was like, okay, all right, it's a yes man night, I can't leave. All of a sudden I get a text from my ex. I'm not gonna say which ex because nope, not going there. But I get a text from my ex, and him and I had been having issues because he has a girlfriend, but like when he found out I was moving, really wanted to hang out with me, and I'm like, why do you want to hang out with me? We're broken up and you have a girlfriend and there's no point. And I actually had told him, like, look, I still find you very attractive. I don't think it's appropriate that like you want to hang out with me and you have a girlfriend, and I still find you attractive. Like, let's just maybe not. So I get a text from my ex-boyfriend, and mind you, at this point I was fucked up. And I get a text from him and it says, do I get to see you before you move? Mind you, we had already had this conversation. Like, why do you want to talk to me? I don't understand. And then he texts me this. And I was just so drunk and I just got so mad that I told my brother, I was like, I'm gonna go outside and fight with him really quick, okay? BRB. And at this point the club was about to close because it was 1:30 and everything closes in Los Angeles at 2, or at least they stopped selling alcohol at 2, so everyone gets the fuck out. But he agreed and he's like, okay, just go outside, we'll go out there when we're done. I go to the front of the club and I'm calling my ex and we're just fighting. Like, I am screaming at him. Whatever, we had a very dumb conversation, and then in the middle of it all, mind you know what's actually funny? I'm remembering the conversation that me and my ex were having now, and I said some pretty dramatic shit. Like, I said, like, I get it, you have a girlfriend, like, I don't have that. Like, I don't have someone. I was just being like extra depressed that night. But anyway, in the middle of me and him fighting, the phone just hangs up. I don't know if he hung up, I didn't hang up, but normally him and I always end our conversations. We don't just like hang up on each other and that's it. We always like end the conversation. And for some reason, neither one of us called the other one back. It was very strange. There was no will for me to call him back. He obviously had no will to call me back, and I was just standing there on my phone, like for no reason. I didn't feel the need to go back in the club. I just sat there on my phone, like literally just looking at it. I don't even think I was doing anything on it. I was just looking at it. And as I'm on my phone, a man just comes up to me and goes, hello. And I just said, hi. I honestly thought that he was gay because he is European and he dresses very nice and he's just very attractive, and we were outside of a gay club. I don't know. So I actually remember having the drunken thought like, oh, I'm glad that, you know, this nice gay guy came up to me and is talking to me because I could use some good conversation after talking to this guy, my ex, and fighting with him. Like, it's just nice to talk to another nice human being right now. And about 15 minutes in, we were talking about like where we're from, and I was like, I'm leaving in 2 days and all this stuff. He just asks, he's like, so are you a lesbian? And I was like, no. Are you gay? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, alrighty then. There wasn't much more to that conversation. We just kind of, you know, like made out, and he got my number. You know, taking it back to high school. I wasn't expecting anything out of this, to be honest. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. It was supposed to be just this guy that I met outside of a club that I made out with, and he got my number. Like, that was it. Although I was kind of like being a little hoe, and I was just like, you know, I leave in 2 days. So if you wanna like hang out. He is so cute. So I was just like, okay, you know, do you want to hang out? Like, I'll hang out with you, you know? Okay, that's the last whole thing I'm gonna say in this video. Whatever, I leave and he texts me because he's French. And like, I was so drunk I didn't even notice he had an accent, but like, then I saw that he texted me in French and I was like, fuck, now I have to Google translate this. Like, I didn't even notice you were French. But he texted me, good night, like, I hope you get home safe, all that stuff. And then I was like, okay, that's it. Even though for some reason the next day I sent my mom his his picture, I sent all my friends his picture and I was like, I made out with this guy last night. Like, it was fun. That day I went to go get my hair done and he texted me and I was like really surprised by that. I was like, wow, he actually texted me. I've had so many guys just take down my number and that's it. Like, they don't really care and they don't really, you know, follow up or whatever. I swear we're getting to the end of the story. I know it's so fucking long. Well, that's how we met, okay? That's like the story of how we met. But now I'm going into like the following parts that led up to like why he's my boyfriend now. He texted me while I was getting my hair done and he was just like, hey, so are you hungover? How are you doing? And all this shit. And we just got into a conversation. And then he asked me like, do you have any plans before you move? And I did. I had plans, but I said, no. And he was like, okay, I mean, I don't know if you would be up for it, but I live in Santa Monica and if you want to just like walk on the pier on Sunset or just like have a nice time and make some memories before you leave, like I would love to do that. And I was like, is that code word for sex? Okay, see you later. Damn, okay, that's the last whole thing I'm gonna say. We're done. We're done now. I actually had an escape room that I was doing with my friends, like one last escape room with my friends from LA. And then I told him, okay, after that, we can meet at the pier or whatever, I don't know. I honestly didn't want to go to his house. I mean, I'm not an idiot. Like, I don't think that's a fucking very bright idea to just go to someone's house that you met outside of a gay club the night before. But I told him, let's just meet up somewhere. And he suggested his house. And I was like, this is so not good. And I actually suggested like 4 times. I was like, maybe we should just meet at the pier. And he's like, well, we can have wine at my house and then go to the pier. And I was like, on the lift ride there, I felt so like insane. Like I had this weird feeling. I was like, I'm gonna get murdered tonight. Like, I honestly, right when I was pulling up to his house, had so much fear in my heart that I was about to turn around. Like, I was like, something's wrong, something's wrong. Like, my heart was, oh my God, it was horrible. But for some reason, I fucking got out of the car and my 2 legs were moving without my head's consent. I can't tell you guys when it switched from just going to a guy's house who I met at the gay club the night before to something that was just like, I can't even sit here and explain it to you guys. You know, you hear your whole life like, oh, when the person comes along that you're supposed to be with, like, you're just gonna know. I was always like, fuck that. That's such a load of shit. Like, I'm gonna go on Tinder. And they always say, when you least expect it, like, he's gonna come along. And it's just so frustrating to hear that. And then that happened to me. That's it. Like, by the second day that we were together, which was a day before I had to leave, we knew that we wanted to be together and that was it. And ever since, I have visited like 3 times. He's come to Miami. He's met my whole family. I don't know how much is too much to say. Things are going really well. If you guys are concerned about me, like, I get it. I've shared with you guys a lot of my bad judgment in the past. Right now, I'm not running away from anything. I'm happy. I was happy before I met him. I didn't need to meet him. And I did, oh God. As dumb as it sounds, like, if there is one person that was put on this earth to love me and to care about me more than anyone's ever cared about me, that is not my family, then that's him. And that's all I have to say about that. He is like he's dude. Yeah. Anyway, you guys know I have like liked people and I've tried to make things work, but I don't have to make anything work with him. It just works. Like, everything's worked from day one. So that's how I met my boyfriend. I will not be doing any videos like boyfriend tag or, you know, for a very long time. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna do videos like that, but as for right now, I just kind of like want to keep him to like myself. I will say right now, I do have a video coming out that is gonna show him, but it's not gonna be him talking. Like, you guys will see what it is, but I guess I can tell you a little bit. It's gonna be a song. I wrote him a song and he's gonna be in the video and that's gonna be coming up within the next week. So I'm very excited about that. But anyway, I hope you guys can understand like why I'm choosing to share this video, but also why I want to keep like him, like who he is, like to myself, like the way he talks to me, the way he cares about me, the way he loves me and my family and the way my family loves him. Like, I just want to like just savor that for like a while. And I don't necessarily want to put him next to me talking to you guys like just yet. And it's something that I just want to make sure him and I are ready for when that time comes. But I will show you guys him because I do want to have a video showing you guys who he is. And then I also want to have a video showing you guys that song I wrote for him because I like it. So that's the story of how I met my boyfriend and he's so amazing. I was just FaceTiming with him and just like a regular conversation and my mom is just like looking at me and she's like, why is he so great? And I'm like, I don't know. If I had to go through everything I've gone through, which you guys know what I have gone through to meet him, I would do it 4 fucking million times more. Keep hope alive, guys. Love is a thing, and it comes when you least expect expected. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Next video is going to be something that is not just talking about my life. I'm going to try my best to make you guys laugh because that's what I want to do, and I'm so sick of like not being able to make you guys laugh. Like I gotta fucking set my game up. Like we gotta do this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye!